All right, we're back with more Warframe. Of course, we're going to be doing another build, and this time it's Nyx Prime, a character who I've been experimenting with, seeing what builds I like, what builds I don't like, and I think I found my preferred build. No Archon shards. I'm not going to mess with Archon shards until I have a lot of them, because frankly, it's kind of annoying. I don't really like the Archon shard system, to be real with you, but oh well, what will you do? In fact, it's just one of those systems I don't really like in the game, to be honest. But again, what do you do? My build for Nyx is a little different. All right, I'm not gonna lie, but real quick, let's go over her base kit, what she does, what makes her special, what makes her not special, what makes her good, what makes her. There's not really many things that make her bad, so let's talk about it. Her passive is gains 40% crit chance on primary and secondary weapons per confused enemy within affinity range, up to 100%. That means you pop your 3, which is chaos, and ooh, ow, okay. Which then means that you have 200% affinity or 200% crit chance. Her 1 is mind control, which is also a confusion type deal, where seizes control of the target's mind, compelling them to fight for the no cause. Controlled enemies have increased radiation status chance. And when they shoot them, they also have an increased damage fire. Very good. It's good ability. I've seen those guys pull off a lot of damage for 2 psychic bolts. It's really just armor strip and gives you overguard and shield. Chaos is chaos and it's crowd control. And then absorb is her worst ability, being, big boom boom. I don't like absorb personally, but this is the build I run. We have Mind Freak, which is a mind control augment. Control target inflicts 1000% more damage and gains 25% movement speed and attack speed. Augur secrets, primary or prime continuity. Stretch, intensify, streamline, archon flow, adaptation, corrosive projection, and I replace her 4 with the evade, and you will see why in just a second. Arcane Crepuscular. Crepuscular? I don't know how to say it. Let's be real here. Who really cares? While invisible, gain plus 30% ability strength and plus 3 times final crit multiplier. I stay invisible, I get another 30% ability strength, and my final crit multiplier is now much higher. Highest 3 times. And I'm already at plus 8 or plus 5, so it's 8.5. Yes, I used the Ignis Wraith for this. This weapon has been slowly growing on me. Here's my build. No Riven, because frankly, a Riven on this gun is useless with a 1 Riven disposition. Prime Shred, Galvanized Scope, Vital Sense, Primed. Bleh. Oh man, Primary Acuity, High Voltage, Malignant Force, Galvanized Aptitude, Serration, and Primary Crux, which is another new arcane on weak point hit, gain plus 30% status chance and plus 6% ammo efficiency. And just to get it out, this one, primary or secondary acuity, secondary encumber, wolf sledge, melee exposure. I could probably do one of the Exos mods, like probably do gout one of the okay. This still isn't necessarily my complete build. My complete build with this would involve Sinister Reach right here, so I have more range. But if you're wondering how this build would work, yep. Let's be smart here. You off. So how I run it, right? I would pop Chaos, armor strip them. I said armor strip them all, please and thank you. Pop my evade. And then as their armor stripped, this is how I play it. It is kind of ridiculous. It kind of only really works because of the 200% crit chance, especially on this weapon. I'm not going to sit here and say it works because of any other reason. But with that being said, let's pop into you know, Steel Path Survival, do that for 5 minutes, show it in actual gameplay, and if I remember correctly, attachments. No? Really? I guess it's for characters that can only go invisible. That's dumb. But yeah, let's run Nyx in Steel Path Survival. Just a reminder, as we get into this video, we have merch now. Is it high quality? Honestly, I couldn't tell you. It's from Fourth Wall, so I'm assuming that it'd be pretty high quality, as I've done research into it, and apparently the products that they come out with are pretty high quality. All it is the little lizard. Everybody knows it. So yeah, if you want to buy a jacket, sweater, mug, stickers, go for it, dude. It's up to you. I'm not going to force you to buy it. Let's get back to the video. Well, I also forgot to re-equip my companion, but oh well. It happens, I guess. Hmm.
A fisher, defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. The enemies are dropping reactant.
So one thing that I just got hit with, like a freight train, is I do not need corrosive on my Ignis to do armor strip. I should be doing a different build, because corrosive is not really doing anything for me. And for those of you who are like, oh, why not? I'm armor stripping them either way. You know what? Actually, I'm taking that back. It was all on purpose. It's because of the night wave. I'm running corrosive. Yeah, that's why. Not any other reason. Not any other reason. But as you can see, this is kind of just... One, the fact that evade is even a subsume is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. I'm not going to lie. The fact that I'm able to just keep shooting is ridiculous. Like, there's no reason for me to be able to do this. This will just make my Boltor even more powerful primary crux, and I'm kind of excited for it, because I like high status builds, for anybody who doesn't know. I'm more of a status chance person. It'd be great on the boss move as well. There's a lot of things that'll benefit from this build. Frankly, I'm going to be experimenting with these types of builds with evade, because from what it appears like is evade may be one of the greatest subsume abilities in the game, and I wouldn't be surprised if they nerf it eventually, because it is that powerful. It's a little ridiculous. Any builds could be good with evade, and it's a little more unique than, you know, anything else, and I use primary acuity just so I can't say I'm a complete basic bitch. With that being said, is this really the same way to play? Holy, you zoomy. Damn. And if you're wondering about his damage, 13,000 damage a shot.
Someone wants a word with us.
It is very powerful. Pop chaos. I love how the, you know, mind controlled works. They deal enough damage to where I'm like, yeah, no, this is reasonable. And even without being invisible, I mean, with the 200% crit chance, she just kind of annihilates. So you could really replace her 4 with anything. I like doing the 4 with the evade just because, why not? Nobody's really stopping me from doing it. You know? Like, is anybody gonna look at me and be like, you can't do that? No. No, they're not. Because there's no point. Of course, this build does have some of its weaknesses, as any build does, you know? And the weakness is actually these guys. And fun fact, with her, you can mind control the acolytes as well. I don't know why. It's a little insane, the fact that they let you do that. They do. And honestly, I love it because it's hilarious. The fact that you can mind control acolytes. It doesn't last as long, granted, but it still lasts long enough to where it's like, oh, that's kind of cool, you know. It's a unique little thing for the game to let you do.
Hush. It's done.
Those oculists are scanning for targets.
He wants to kill us.
You know. And I mean, as you can tell, it's just kind of, it's not necessarily like the most busted thing in the world, right? But I also like to showcase more unique builds, especially given the fact that,
The sentient has detected
you know, a lot of the Warframe community, unfortunately, are people who just take the meta and run with it. And I think that's kind of boring, you know?
Death is just a journey, friend.
You know? I just said, you know, twice. Okay, you know what? Maybe I need to go to bed. Warframe is a game where everybody kind of just uses the same shit, right? And as you can tell, clearly, this does work, you know? It's not my strongest build in the world. Yes. Part number 2. This is why I did the fissures, to get the Zaku Prime Neuroptics. Because I still don't have Zaku Prime. But
these manifestations.
Oh.
They aren't from the neural center.
let's get back to, you know, base of operations, also known as the back rooms, from hit creepypasta horror thing, I don't, story game, the back rooms. So let's talk about why I have it built this way. One, I wanted a unique build that would involve evade, as I had just subsumed Site 09. So that's really the only reason evade is on there, is to see how Arcane Crepuscular and Primary Crux would work with evade, and it works phenomenally. Really, this isn't a next build as much as it is a you can use this build on any character, whoever it is. An ability you don't like, evade, Arcane Crepuscular. You may need some form of energy retention, right, and regen. But other than that, you run fine. I'm probably going to mimic this build on my Frost as well, as Frost is still one of, if not my favorite Warframes in the game. And so I'm most likely going to do that. And some other Warframes may get the same treatment, right? Valkyrie's not one of them. Her build is perfect. She gets to sit there and look pretty now. Frost, however, with the Fade coming out, can be changed. And I'm planning on it to see what I can do. Because I really don't like running Nourish. Don't like Viral. And so that's really the only reason Evade is in here. I have high strength, or relatively high strength if you include Multi-Augmented and Arcane Crepuscular, because of Mind Control. And really that's what I do it for. And I like the duration because, again, Mind Control now has a 90-second duration. She is a very powerful Warframe who kind of just commands the battlefield at this point. She is not weak in any form, fashion, and so she's great. I didn't have to try with her at all, and that was wonderful. I hope you all enjoy watching this. I hope you guys, you know, start thinking about making more unique builds. I haven't seen anybody use Evade on Nyx yet, and Arcane Crepuscular, Arcane Crux. Maybe somebody has, maybe somebody hasn't. I don't know, right? It is what it is. I hope you all enjoy. Oh. Okay. It converts 10% of damage on health to energy without shields? Oh, without shields, ally, overguard, imitate, never mind. I thought that was a lot more powerful than I thought. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that jazz. I know uploads are a little less frequent. What can I say? I work at a dealership now as an automotive technician. I'm busy. I work like 10.5 hour shifts. I'm sorry. I can't upload as much, but I'm still trying to, make content for you guys. I still have a Halo 2 video I need to edit. I'm just, being too lazy to do it because it'll be a lot more editing than, say, a Nyx build. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all that jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And also, don't forget that we have merch, which I'll probably edit in at the very beginning. Hey, remember, we have merch. Woo! Have a good one, boys. Deuces.